Joy of internet. I've turned the air conditioner off, so hopefully this will flow through well. Now, welcome back to part 2. This is very much linking in with the way masculine is looking at you guys. I'm hoping this is going to work, otherwise I'll start it again. I don't know what it's doing. Pause for a few seconds. My computer's doing updates. That'd be bloody right. Mercury retrograde, I tell you. Okay, we're going to proceed into it. Now, at the moment, masculine is in the Two of Cups in reverse stage, okay? So we want to know why. And I looked at this morning and I was like baffled. And the question was, now this is a 3-part series. This is very much, the first part is looking at what's going on with masculine and how they see themselves, how they are, what's going on with that. So if you haven't seen that, go back and look at number 1. This part's number 2 in the way they are looking at romance, love, past versus future, and how they're looking at you and why, okay? They're in the Two of Cups energy when they're looking at the situation with divine feminine. Now, I do feel there is a lot of reflection into the past, the present, the future, and where those inconsistencies were, why that was there. They're having a light bulb moment. They're like, oh. They're a bit triggered by this. They can feel a little bit detached. And as I said, they're in the King of Swords energy at the moment. So they do actually have a lot going on. They're thinking of this currently. Even though they might be busy and looking quite detached, a lot of what's going on in their external world is impacting the way they're directly looking at you currently. Now, they're looking at you in this perspective. They don't want the past to repeat, okay? They're like, whoever has mucked about in love, they're looking at you, and this is the reality. When we find something, we want to make right of it, and especially if in the past, as I mentioned in the previous read, in their past, all they've had is the Page of Wands, only to then transmute into the Tower. They're being very cautious and responsible in a Capricorn frequency assessing this dynamic. They may have seen some of the stuff that occurred in their past. They're looking at it and how it directly prevented the growth and the foundation of this relationship, this connection. Connections in general, right? So these external energies and situational shifts that are going on, they don't want this BS to affect the foundation of this connection. So at the moment, regardless of whether you're in communication, contact, reunion, union, they're in their head looking at this, seeing how to rectify it. It's in their mind. Yes, if you do like this, it then helps other people find it, and then they can get the information to get grounded. Interestingly enough, they're moving into the sun. So in their minds, the way they're looking at this is you're their strength, you're their hopes. They want someone who's strong. They see you as someone strong. They see you as someone who is very balanced. They also know, with the sun energy, it is connected into Leo. And this is how they're seeing you off this Leo transit, because we're having the full moon with Leo, and they want this to come to an end. They want this Two of Cups energy to come to an end. Something needs to be looked at. So if there has felt like there's stagnation and they're looking at it and they're not quite verbalizing things, in general, they don't want the same chaos to occur. They do not want their life to be constant, putting the energy in, getting nothing out, starting with you, BS becoming, trying to look at these things. And again, refer back to the previous read and it'll make complete sense. They're looking at you as hardworking, really as, there's good luck surrounding you. There's light surrounding you. There's warmth. There's courage. You're deeply able to hold your own, do your own thing. You do give them strength, and something you're doing in a sense is shifting their energy. So it can even be the disposition or the mindset you're taking, your frequency. You're really quite focused on what's going to make you happy, right? Now, when they're looking at you, there is indecision. I don't think it's your energy. This is the way they're looking at you at the moment. They're undecided about how they're going to sort things out. The indecision is due to the external energy of what they're currently dealing with. Now, remember, I did mention that they are in judgment energy. This can be due to contracts, partnerships, legalities, court cases, karmic energies that have placed them. It's affected this lasting because of BS, right? Anytime the entertainment has come in of people's opinions, people's expectations, non-healthy boundaries, finances, etc., 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 it has affected the foundation of this connection. Also, people's expectations being too high on them, giving away too freely, expecting too much of them has affected it, and it's caused conflict with even seeing or being able to engage in complete energy in this connection due to external situations. Then they've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is, again, hardships at a financial level, accountable level, being split into two worlds, trying to end cycles to move forward towards you, again, has brought them up into their head about this, where they're going, how do I tackle this situation? How do I come to this situation and communicate this? Now, there may also be communication coming in. There can also be communication about what has been going on. I'm also feeling things might have been stable in your energy field, be it you're in communication or not. In their mind, they had made their mind up. Now, something has come about that has triggered them external to you that has caused this BS in their mind. They're trying to stabilize this out and they're trying to make healthy choices, but at the same time there is conflict going on and they are feeling quite torn in how to deal with this. Now I'm going to pull a clarifier on that. I also feel they're seeing you where you're not tolerating, you're not entertaining indecision. So it can be where you're looking at things and you're going, look, we aren't. I know what I want. I know who I am. Okay, you don't? Fine. Yep. Okay, not playing. Can't do this. Can't do this indecision. And I do think this has pushed it up into them where their energy is needing to deal with two worlds to bring them into how does that work in one. All right. Something has been hidden, and in a way it might be that, you guys are keeping your cards close to your chest on both sides of the fence. You understand, you get it. Same time, this indecision energy has come to a halt due to the fact that this cycle is really being brought up during the Leo moon. There also could be something where they potentially may not be telling you the full truth of how they're feeling, but it's because they're meditating upon these things and trying to find a solution. I don't feel it's something, well, it can't be negative. I mean, it can be negative, but to the point where it's not something you can solve. It's not really connected to you. It's very much connected to a scenario, a belief system, a feeling, or a 3D reality that's playing out, but it is information. So again, navigated by the Mercury retrograde, they are governed by Mercury. So their energy is in its element, but it's also the energy of, third eye, tuning into it. How do I see this? 12th house, a lot of psychic downloads. Looking at what they've got to do with this, but the hidden, again, 12th house is hidden. It's like really going inside themselves to actually allow this to come up. Sort of Don't push in a sense with it, because when a person's in that frequency, you don't allow them to communicate, what's going on with them. But it may be coming to the forefront where they feel there are some things that you guys need to be more on the same level in communication styles. They're also feeling like, again, you're keeping to yourself. You're taking your power back. You're taking your energy back. You're detaching, and it feels very scary for them. Well, with the Two of Swords, they know who they are. They know who they need to be. They know what they're going to have to do. But it's trying to micromanage these other situations so that they can start moving this ship forward. Now, they've got the Nine of Pentacles when they're looking at you. They feel you're a perfect mother. They feel that you are the epitome of what a feminine should be. They also feel that in general, you take care of shop, you take care of home, you're a deep manifester. Again, look at the yellow. Look at the yellow. What can I say? Yellow keeps coming up, solar plexus. But again, they're thinking back to the past of how things used to be versus what this life and what this situation has now turned you into. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's like, the remorse connected to that, but a lot of things really out of both of our controls in a sense of, collective energy. It's like many things happen for lessons, but many things happen and they've really been to the detriment of both twin flames' health. So they're in awareness of this because this woman is looking back and he's reflecting back to how much you've evolved and changed, how much you've grown, potentially what they didn't see in the past. And they do feel in general you've really come into your own. You're a deep manifester. You truly believe in dreams and you are that dream. You are that magic in their life. What they're wanting in the future is very much the Four of Wands with you. Then it turns interesting, and this is where the next read is going to be pretty unique to watch, because this is how they're seeing you, right? Hopes and dreams fulfilled, end goal connection. Something's shifted in them, and I think this trigger that's going on with them at the moment is because you turned your energy to the Two of Swords in reverse, going, look, I'm not playing with this, I can't. This has caused some stirring in the energy to be viewed. Seeing the light and dark and feminine energies, where potentially you're very open, seeing the polarities of two energies really is coming through very uniquely. The past you versus the present tense you, a shift has happened. You're not reacting the same way. It can be causing a bit of confusion. Also, just how much you've really kind of, you are this, right? This is you. But coming through this way, I do feel there's two energies coming through. And even looking at these cards, I had to pull energies for karmic frequencies because I thought this is very unique. And look, when we talk about karmic frequencies, you need to understand this doesn't have to be a past tense partner, and it never really is. It can be childhood conditioning. What we believed we were entitled to when we first formed a relationship. And then, we can attract the laws of attraction of other people in our lives that teach us lessons whereby we live in that vibration, and then we go, oh, I don't like that. That's not quite me. Why am I doing that? Why am I imposing myself in this situation? I really don't feel the masculines deeply, deeply thought to solidly on a firm connection till you come along. It came at the wrong time. It did come at the right time, really, but it was the right time at the wrong time, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like a yin and yang. It's like you're the right person, but I had some things emotionally going on or 3D going on. It then shifts. So the ultimate thing here is very, very nostalgic energy. very melancholy energy, very sad energy. I almost feel, I'm going to pull another card. I'm telling you, I can feel tears. I wouldn't be surprised if Three of Swords comes up. I'm feeling tears. More from the perspective of, you know, heart chakra activation. Yeah, just so many things taken from them. Seeing things from a very black and white perspective now of the truth in situations. Hi, Dale. And needing to get up and out of that energy, like, you know, they wish that they could have got there quicker. They wish the change would have occurred a lot quicker. But it's I'm feeling heavy heart. Now, the interesting thing is the higher heart is linked to Chiron. And again, do look at where their Chiron placement is, because it will be a spiritual connection of a lesson that's coming through this month for them. I can feel my neck. It's going to go. Then it shifts to the Empress in reverse. And I was like, future tense, Four of Wands. Then the Empress in reverse. And I was like, so I've got a few downloads. Now, potentially some of you, and this story is going to go very uniquely, and this is why you do need private reads, really. Some of you, it may be a shift happened, a conversation happened, and you were like, look, no more indecision, okay, I'm making my decisions. All right. Because you ultimately have never been able to shape another person's decision. You can't. We know that. We can't. You play chess all you like. The end outcome's always going to be no. Yes or no. You can't change that, right? You guys made a decision. Your vibration, your alignment, your movement, your disposition, and some things started coming to fruition in a sense in their mind. They know the future has been this. This is what they've wanted, and maybe they're looking at you and they're going, oh, wow, that's what I wanted, but all the way back there, I was getting this and I was getting this. Now they're looking at it going, you have copped a crap load of crap. A crap load of crap. A lot of people have been deeply, deeply dependent on you. They are viewing this. There's also two energies coming through here. It has been very taxing spiritually on feminines. But not that there's no love. There's love. But both energies are deeply spiritually exhausted. Deeply, deeply spiritually exhausted. So it's how do I put it? It's like a line has been drawn in the sand. So it can feel, regardless of where you are, it's very separate. It's very separate energy. It's very intuitive. It's everyone's healing right now is needing that. Needing to create healthy boundaries, and they sense this. They sense this is healthy, but they also are seeing where this energy is stemming from. This burden that feminine has been carrying hasn't just been what has occurred with her DM. It has also been in general in her life, but then the oxymoron is, hey, this is what masculine's been going through too, guys. Both of you individually are looking at the realignment, right? Yin-yang, imbalances. There's been lots last year that went on, and it's been amping up heavy from probably October last year, really hitting hard in January. And we're kind of crawling out into February, going, pacing yourself. You have broken codependent patterns, so that doesn't work for you anymore. Those of you that have done work on yourself, that does not resonate with you. That codependency does not resonate with you. It feels dirty. It's like, no. Working in a team, being very Juno in Libra, because feminines are working through that operation system now, you're looking at your marriages, contracts, partnerships. You're looking at, in general, contracts, partnerships, and you're making an assessment. Masculine's doing this now in the intuitive side, okay? So they're having two energies going on. They're looking at those energies. They're trying to comprehend them through their third eye. It's channeling through the matrix of their DNA and activating them. There can be a purge and great fatigue, but it's a huge, huge block. Some of you may be feeling it in your chakra systems. It's going to be yucky. This is also other energies that they look at and they can't believe they didn't see them for what they really were. A lot of people have been, they're looking at you, they may know that you're deeply burdened. They may know that you're overwhelmed. But you continue to do it and they can't understand that. They're like, how do you do that? Because you're sun energy. You're in your masculine, right? You had to be masculine a lot of the times in your life to level up feminine. That's why there's Two of Swords in reverse. It's like indecision. You don't do indecision because you've had to make decisions every day in your life. You haven't wanted to make decisions, you've had to make decisions in your life. You've had to hurt people, not through intent. It's just happened. You've been hurt. That's why you hurt. But, you know, they're hidden. You sense the hidden. You know something's hidden. You do know something's hidden. They also know they can't hide things from you. So, you know, when they're doing that you're respecting that. You're really respecting it and you're letting them do their thing. It's like, okay, cool. You do you. Nine of Pentacles. Everything that we all should be, right? Everything we all should be. Being able to have power in our hands. You see the potential, but you are now operating from where it stands. That's why your energy shifted, and potentially very heavily in the last 2 months. Any questions before I jump into the why? And what's going on behind the scenes? $10 questions for Super Chat. Otherwise, forever hold your pace. Because masculines are in judgment energy. Go back and see part 1. And we are moving to part 3 shortly. Any questions for those of you in the house for a $10 Super Chat question? Otherwise, I will be proceeding on to the next video, and I may actually do this edition for the females tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, put a thumbs up, put a comment, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm telling you, this is heavy heart energy, deeply, deeply heavy heart energy. Did I answer it, Giggle? Did I answer it in part 1? Forgive me if I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. We're keeping these pretty short and punchy, which is good. Never going to kind of rip it together with the karmic frequency. No, it went through as, oh, okay. So what was the question? Hit me with the question and I will answer her question. That'll be right. See, Mercury, I'll be messing up. I'm sorry. I was in a transitional state between Mercury and video too. You're paying me again? Oh, it didn't go through. What, did the fund not go through? Are you paying me twice? What do you want to know, love? Again, we have no control over what's hidden. Detach. What do you want to know, sweet? So that's another one. Okay. Okay, so we got two. We got Parish and we got Benisi. Oh, I love both of you. Okay, I'll answer Lisa Benisi first. What would you like to know? And then I'll answer Lisa Parish. So first up, because I didn't get yours in the past video, ask your question, sweet. Is this about TF? TF being it right now. Oof. Your TF right now, I'm seeing something to do with a boat. I don't know why this is relevant. Something to do with a contract and a lot of frustration. If they've dealt with something at a contract level, it's not quite going the way they thought, and it's causing deep frustration, but it's causing some fights. They need to pace themselves because they're getting very aggressive, okay? Again, this energy, we're in a vibration 4 this year. They're in the vibration 4, okay? At the same time, the energy of what's coming through is that this is a detachment. This is fatigue. This is where it's reached its point where they've got external situations. They're going to find a solution, but it's going to be more after the full moon and moving into the new moon. And I feel they're actually going to have a solution. Okay. But yeah, however, the boat, he is going to move out from, it's looking like it. Whatever this external conflict is, they've got to pay attention to their health as well. I do feel they're really run down, and I feel it'll be during a holiday time, or because I'm seeing a boat, but I'm also seeing an issue with manipulation, codependency, etc. Okay, the next question, what's coming through for you? And this is for Lisa Parish. Oh, okay. You need to pace yourself with situations because there's going to be some fast-paced energy coming through at the full moon, and you are going to get your desires, okay? Full moon energy, there is going to be movement, but you need to trust your intuition, but you need to pace yourself, okay? Be cautious the way you interact with this situation. Keep yourself, don't drop back into codependent energy. Keep yourself very tempered, give and take and balance. Check yourself. You're going to get the best out of the solution, out of this situation. Something good is coming to you. Trust in the process, but I do feel there's potentially some information coming up during the 2 moon phases this month. Who have I missed? Did I miss anyone, Google? Did I miss anyone, Google? Any other questions while I'm here? Love and light, I'll be back for the next. Okay, we will check into why this is all going on. What's going on behind the scenes? Part 3, love and light. If technology turns off, see Mercury bloody retrograde and I'll be working with me. Breathe. Can't wait. We'll be waiting here a while for this computer